What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Madden 13 video. Please do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button, as well as subscribe to my channel. If you aren't currently, of course, I welcome your criticism in the comments section. As always, going to play this for you at speed. Ask you to follow me on Twitter. My username is ShutdownSafety. Kind of want to go through the anatomy of a big play in Madden 13. This is a 76-yard touchdown run online gameplay with Frank Gore. And I want to focus on a few of the things that really make this not about user control, not about stick skills, but more than anything else about game manipulation. So we're just going to go back and take a look at this from Frank Gore's perspective real quick. You're going to see I go ahead and get the pitch, come out, have a pretty good corner set. Blocking is very good down the field, but the problem ultimately becomes this. You can see even when the user is strafing and trying to get in line with me, he's kind of drawn into the fullback. And just take a look at how their positions are. I mean, this isn't something where they're going to be clear-cut running into each other, but what the game is going to do is going to kind of twist them into each other. You see there how number 21 twists into Miller so that they can interact and a block can be formed. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is pursuit angles of computer players. We're going to take a look at Antro roll here. I just want you to notice how he's going to pursue down to Frank Gore. He's going to run, look there in the backfield, and this is all fine, but there's way too much running in a straight line instead of up the field. Again, we've talked about this time and time again. Running to where the ball carrier is going to be, not to where the ball carrier is. And as you can see, when I start to make my cut, this is where things basically take a fatal turn for the Giants defense. He's going to start to run down toward me. Now, this is going to give him about 1 or 2 yards at the wrong angle, and of course his user control takes over since 21 has been blocked. Now look at the position he's in. The user has actually already started to correct the route, or the angle rather, that the defender was taking, but it's too late. He's going to run to the edge, he's going to make a diving attempt at me, going to miss me by about a foot, and then I'm going to go up the field, obviously, as you know, untouched. But this foot here, this simulation of competition, if you will, is all predicated on the fact that as the pursuit was happening, this little stutter occurred, because the game really just reacts to where the ball is more than anything else. Now, two other things I want to point out real quick. I want to take a look at how number 20 reacts to this. And to me, this, again, part of the flaws in this game. Now, if you understand now, obviously you've seen the play, this is an outside pitch. Take a look at how he reacts to this. He runs straight into the field before he makes his cut. As a matter of fact, he is the farthest back of all the defenders. How are you going to accommodate an angle to stopping the halfback or anything in the backfield if you're running in basically a straight line? And of course, he corrects himself pretty quickly, but procedurally, there's nothing going on there that makes him stop and correct that angle. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, this got brought up in a last video where I was talking about how defenders block downfield. You can see that block was okay, but I want to talk about this right here because somebody said, well, you can't always expect a wide receiver to block down the field for you because it can be a block in the back. So I want you to look at what happens between Manningham and Thomas here. We've seen this happen repeatedly in Madden 13. Players kind of just get latched onto the back of each other and they run lifelessly and just kind of lose body structure. But watch what happens in this situation. For no reason, they kind of break off the locking and then Thomas just flails backwards. And this is all user control, or excuse me, this is not user control, this is all the computer. And then of course there's a few other weird incidents that occur as well. Come back here, take a look at what happens with these two pursuing down the field. Rather, it's these two. Kind of just break off and all of a sudden start blocking. So things that need to be cleared up in terms of making online play more realistic, less about the big play and more about football strategy. Would like to see this kind of lifeless body thing go away when players make contact with each other, and of course the pursuit angles have to be cleared up. This isn't something the users should have to take over and start steering a player back up the field. Computers should at least have enough sense to keep themselves in a good perspective to stop the play. That way the user has an opportunity to if they need to switch over control. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Of course, I'll be back in the week with more content. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend.